From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now. 49. Right, 49. Here we go. Check.
Now the young man was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. And amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey, hold on. Leo, it's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's go.
They keep it with Yeldon on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Anyway, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Chuck, check safety. Check 3. Watch that. Go.
From the gun, it's Griffin. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that hits the crossbar and comes back, and it's no good. And by just a whisker, this remains a scoreless game. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
A pass there complete to Sutton. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Looking to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The diving catch for the score he laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Complete to number 13.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Come on now, let's go.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Broncos 7, Bills 0.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You don't know no better.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a carry for Lindsey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Switch, switch, switch. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Switch, switch, switch. Switch, switch. Watch twitch.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Motion backfield. 45's the mic. Try. Tight dog.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Check 52, come on. Watch the run, watch the run.
No gain on the dump off at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Now back to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check. Watch out. Watch the shit.
Play action. Now Griffin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They come out here in the eye. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Griffin nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They go play action. Griffin. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll drop the throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
I got it.
Out of the gun, Griffin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Let's go.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Under 10, 10. Deuce. Sponge. No.
A shotgun handoff down to Yeldon. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and very short, Griffin. And he slings one that's incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Check hot route. Hot. Hey, check.
Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. He finds Yeldon. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I got it. Back.
On 1st down, Griffin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Let's go now. Hey, check. Watch the twist. Check. Crunch.
Throwing again, Griffin. That one complete to Yeldon. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
Alert three.
Once again, Griffin under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jeremiah Tauchu coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
45. Come on, 45. Hey, let's get in them holes. Hatch it.
Here we go on 4th down with Griffin. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A.J. Boye with a pick. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Todd Davis, the Broncos' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Griffin. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First target, first catch at a first down.
51.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Kill. Check the hot read.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Ready? Hey, no. Check back 47. Here I come. Hey, switch gear.
Now Griffin. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back for pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. They'll go with a big bank. Yeldon. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. T.J. Yeldon stops short. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They're going to look to throw. They'll let this go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bronco score. Cortland Sutton, 84 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
49, check 49, check 49.
They run it from the gun with Yeldon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice game.
On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Fresno, press, squeeze. Switch. Check safety.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hey, come on. Check, 47. Hey, let's get this.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they... And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. It got his man complete. 36 yards on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check 52. 66.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2 inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.